Hi guys! Today I'm gonna show you a small tutorial on how to do easy backgrounds with granulating watercolors. I have a few of them. The one actually I use the most is this palette from White Nights. This is like a swatch chart that came with it. And I really like these colors because they're very moody and you can use them for backgrounds, and yeah, you will see, it's very beautiful in some books. And here's the palette. You can see I already use it a lot. Very beautiful colors. Other than that, I also have a few Daniel Smith colors. Maybe I'm gonna quickly go over them. So not all of them are granulating, I think, but they're just one of my favorites. And later in the video, I will show you a few to give you some inspiration on how I use them for the backgrounds. Okay, so I have a very small one, Amazonite Genuine. I have the Phthalo Blue Turquoise. I have the Lunar Blue, the Moonglow, Blue Apatite Genuine, Cascade Green, and Shadow Violets. So I also have a few from Schmincke. These ones are, actually I will have to look it up, because I think I have here a swatch chart as well. I already tried some things because I wanted to decide which colors I would use on which pages. So maybe I will show the swatch chart I have for these colors of Schmincke, because I'm not sure anymore what they are called. Okay, this is a swatch chart I made from the White Nights, so this is from this kit. I'm gonna try to show you up close. But I will try to use, maybe not all of them, but like a variety. I have a few favorites, like for example, the Green Shadows is one of my favorites, the Aquamarine Mist, Hematite Mist, Violet Shadows, as well. I think that's the Violet Mist. Yeah, very bright colors. Well, bright as in intense colors. And then I also, here is the swatch chart for the ones of Schmincke. So this is apparently Glacier Green. I have Deep Sea Violets, Tundra Violets, Potter's Pink, Shire Blue, Galaxy Pink, Forest Blue, and Tundra Pink. So we'll also try to use a few of these. Let me see if I also have a swatch from some of the Daniel Smith ones. I do have a few more, you will see that I have a few more, but actually these came from a dot card. So I have the Lunar Blue, which I think I'll be using today, also the Moonglow, the Cascade Green as well. And I think, let me see if I have more. The Blue Apatite Genuine I'll probably also use today. And I think it's probably it. I have some ideas, but let's see what happens. And here I already tried some to see which colors actually would work in which pages. Okay, so for this I will use Circle of Life, just because the paper works really well with granulating watercolors. Not every paper does though, but this book, I think this is the US version. I think so, yeah. I think yes. This paper works very well with the granulating watercolors. I will show you maybe already some examples. So this, for example, this is done with one of the colors of the White Nights palette. And then I have another one. I can do it in here. This background I also did with the White Nights palette, one of them. And then I went over with colored pencil. And yeah, there was one more. This background has been done with the Moonglow. So I'll try to show you some of the magic of these granulating watercolors. And it's very easy to make a background, and you don't have to basically not to touch them anymore, because they look so pretty already. I mean, you always can color over. If you don't like something, you can always color over the background. Okay, so I will quickly set up my space so we can start painting. Okay, so I have chosen this page. I will start with a bluish greenish color. It's from Schmincke. It's called Shire Green or Shire Blue? Shire Blue. Okay, Shire Blue. First I'm gonna wet the paint. Okay, so let's see. I'll maybe move it out of the way a bit because I'm probably gonna have to move around the page a bit. Okay, so let's start. And I'm just gonna follow the outline. You can definitely go over the leaves because we can color over them later. So I'll start like this usually, following the outlines. Okay, and I will have to let it dry, so I'll be back with another page soon. Okay, so we're back. This has dried sufficiently. I just let it air dry for the best effect. I just darkened up some spots that I was not happy with. I thought I was recording a bit, but I was not, so the next page I'll fully record it. Okay, so we can move on to the next page. I have selected another one. This is the end result. This is the Shire Blue from Schmincke. Just gonna give you a close-up. This is what it looks like. You see that the colors are separating. I see dark green, blue, and light green. And I think it fits this page very well. Okay, so the next page will be... I've selected another one, this one. So for this background, I'm gonna use the Moonglow from Daniel Schmidt. I'm gonna maybe move this out of the way before we move on. Okay, clean my brush quickly. All right, and then I always have this in tube. I always use it fresh from the tube. So I just put out a little bit. A little bit goes a long way, actually, maybe a bit more because it's bigger page. And if I don't use it, I just let it dry and you can use it on another page later. So no problem. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit of water now, so you can see it more closely. It is kind of a purple, but then it separates into like a blue and a reddish part. It's very beautiful. Okay, so let's try it on this page. I will first maybe... Okay, so now I'm gonna let this dry. I think I'm satisfied. Yeah, now we wait. So see you soon for the next page. Okay guys, we're back and this is the finished result when it's dry. I'm trying to show you up close. This is the Moonglow from Daniel Smith. It's a very nice, like a kind of cosmic effect. And it's very nice. I will show you later how to put in the stars. Okay, so for another page, I'm gonna quickly check. Should be dry. Yes, it is dry. Because it took a really long time, this one. Okay, so I have another one selected on which we can try another paint. Where is it? No. Yeah, this one. Okay, so on this one, I want to try Forest Blue. Okay, and I think that's it for this page. I will see you again when this page is dry. Okay, here we are again. This is the page when it's dry. So this was Forest Blue from Schmincke. I have selected another page, and now at this next page I want to use two colors from the White Nights palette. I want to use this one, the Aquamarine Mist I think is called, and this dark blue next to it. So let's go to the page. Okay, so we'll let this dry and then move on to the next page. Okay, welcome back. So it is the next day because the light was getting too bad yesterday evening. You can see that I already tried to work on the page. It's in the meantime it is dry. So I want to do one more page. Yes. So this is the last page I want to do. I want to use another paint from the palette of the White Nights. I want to use this type of like grayish blue for the background. Okay, this is done, so I'll get back when this is dry and then we can go over all the pages that we have painted. Okay, so this page is also dry. Let's maybe go over all the pages we have done, and in another video I will show you how to finish off the pages, more specifically the backgrounds, because you may have noticed that I don't care too much about the elements in the back, and that is because you can easily color over them with colored pencil. The only thing is that the background may be muted down, but maybe that's something you want. At least in my colorings, I like to draw the focus to the foreground, so to the main element, and in the background it's a bit more muted. So for me, that is perfectly fine. If you don't want to cover the little elements in the background, like the tiny fish here, you can totally skip that and just work around it. It's just easier if you're working with granulating watercolors to just paint over them and then color over them later, because this paper is also very textured now due to the watercolor you put on top of it. Okay, so maybe let's go over the pages we did. So this is the last one. This is done with the paint from the White Nights palette. And then maybe let's go from the front. This was done with Forest Blue from Schmincke. Here I did leave the flowers pretty empty or white, because I think it's nice if they also stand out if I later color over them. Also, if the color in the background is not intense enough, I can also just go over it with colored pencil to darken it up later. This is a page I have done before. I did not do this in this video, but it's very similar. I also used White Nights paint on this. And then this page, this is done, the background is done with Moonglow. I already started working on the elements in the background, and I will finish off then one part for the video later in case you want to follow along. And then this was done with Shire Blue from Schmincke. And I have the feeling we have one more. This one we just saw. Yes. And then this one was also done with two paints from the palette of White Nights. And I think that is it, probably. Yes, that was the last page. Okay, so if you're interested in how I color the background now, I will make another video to show you how to color over these elements and make them also stand out, and how to finish off the page. Okay, see you soon. Bye!